Here the last few weeks, I've really been playing a lot of Counter-Strike. And I just say that because I've been getting back into it for a while, but I would only play a game or two whenever I had the time. But here recently, thanks to Thanksgiving coming up and stuff like that, I've been able to, play 5 or 6 games in a day. And I've really been enjoying myself. It's really got me back into observing the people you run into and the stereotypes you encounter in matchmaking. Like, you'll run into a guy that's incredibly toxic and just, flaming everybody. And then you run into the guy that doesn't have a mic and just doesn't listen to anyone. And I just wanted to share two matchmaking experiences I've had recently. Both of the accounts I'm about to show you are weird in their own ways, but I'll let you judge which is weirder, I guess. So for the first one, I'm playing this game on cash, and I mean, we ended up getting slaughtered. It was late at night. That's beside the point. But, when I get in a CSGO game, something I do is I go to the menu and I start looking at everyone's inventories. It's just something that's like fascinating to me. I just see it's their story. It's their CS:GO story so far. You get to see what they've got. A lot of the time it's just people that have a few cases and drops, and that's cool. But sometimes you get these guys that have crazy inventories in your like Gold Nova 2 game. And I click this guy. And at first, when I see this, I'm like, okay, this is a scam account that has, like, the screenshots of other people's inventories uploaded. But then I realized this guy really did have a dragon lore and a howl and a sapphire knife in the game. So that adds a little more credibility to him. And then I realize this is actually an inventory showcase. Now, I'm not an idiot. I know you can have one of an item and show it a million times, but the fact that he is using some of this stuff in the game gives him credibility. And I'm like, okay, maybe this guy is what he claims to be. Let's let's read his bio. Let's see. Spent a lot of time dead this game, as I said, because I was getting shit on. So, this man claims, I'm not reading all this, he's like a fucking Redditor that's obsessed with American Psycho at the beginning of this, and I'm not fucking reading that. But, former owner of a large gambling network, made bank from crypto, owned and operated 4 successful restaurants, and self-funded CSGO gambling websites, all in my late teens, retired at 22 years old on December 13th, 2019. Now, possible that what we just read is someone out there. I mean, maybe not the restaurant part, but there were young kids involved in these CSGO gambling sites that definitely made bank and could definitely retire. That is real. Is this guy one of them? Probably not, but let's keep going. Yes, I collect fact new dragon lores as a hobby and some other stuff too. Yes, I've spent over $500,000 on skins. ESEA rank number 1 Dust 2 player 9 months straight. ESEA rank 1 scouter 9 months straight worldwide. I'm not seeing that. This guy's in my lobby and he's not. I mean, we lost the game and we lost it decently hard, but I wasn't seeing the like number 1 guy in the world shit from this dude. And he claims he currently owns 45 dragon lores that are factory new. He's got 15 factory new howls, AK blue gems 2, random ass less than 1k knives, like 100 various gloves, Og with the weeb skin that I can't figure out which account I left it on, all this stuff. And I think it's important when you look at that part where he said, can't remember what account I left it on. No, I won't show you my inventory. I keep my investments in there for obvious reasons. I don't want them to be known. That's important to remember too. Yes, I have imposters. No, I won't refund you if you get scammed by them. Steam account number 1 of 328. Yes, I realize my inventory is still worth over $1 million. Play and win big, he says. Now, I was not buying this at all, right? for obvious reasons. Anyone that keeps their inventory private like that, I feel like they are hiding something, right? I think a lot of you would agree with me. Why would you not? Even though he says it's his investments, you just told us it's factory new dragon lores. Why would you not show that? You're so desperately trying to show them in this item showcase, wanting people to believe this is it, just to have your inventory private. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But I was trying to think of what's the way I can prove this guy's chicken shit, right? So first thing I do is I go to csgo float. And now when I'm on csgo float, I'm thinking, okay, how many factory new dragon lores are there? And I actually discovered on csgo float, now I don't think this is all of them. I think there are ways that they could not be shown on CSGO float, maybe if you have a private account or whatever it may be. I think there are ways that you could have a legit account with a legit dragon lore and it not show on here. Someone tell me if I'm wrong, I would like to know that. When we get on CSGO float, if he has 45 dragon lores, right, that he traded for, we're gonna see one of them. We're gonna see maybe two of, there should be a good bit on here. If he's got 45 in his inventory like he claims, they should be on here somewhere, right? So if we scroll all the way to the bottom of the fact new dragon lores on which he claims to collect on CSGO float, we can see that there's 1,962 factory new dragon lores on CSGO float. And if we scroll up just a little bit, we can actually see that one of the lowest float factory new dragon lores is his. Now, this would be a good sign if I hadn't started from the top. I scrolled through all 2,000 of the factory new dragon lores looking for any that link back to this guy's account, and I found one. The one he was using in game, and the one that he is duplicating on his profile to make you think he has 50, I'm sure. And you can see I click it and it takes us back to his profile. So out of the 45 that he claims to own in his account right now, there is only one, as we expected. Now, at this point, I'm like 1,000,000% sure this guy's chicken shit. He actually is the American Psycho making up this fucking lie to why? Just to impress these, owning a dragon lore and a howl and a sapphire, and that is impressive. Those are beautiful skins. But that's not good enough for you? You have to be like, I have 50 of them. You're delegitimizing your very legit inventory by doing this. You don't have to be better than everyone. Your inventory is better than, dare I say, 99.9% of the people that play this game. But I digress. I wish I could tell y'all that I got to talk to this guy. I left the most... I sucked this dude off with a comment on his Steam profile, hoping he would let me talk to him and spin me this fucking bullshit to me in person so I could dismantle it in front of him, but he did not take the bait. Unfortunately, he did not take the bait. So that's where this one ends. I am still just absolutely blown away that people do this. This guy isn't even trying to scam people. He's just doing it to look cool when he actually has some cool skins. It makes no sense to me. But let's go ahead and get on to the next thing that happened to me in matchmaking recently. Now, for this next account, I'm not going to show their profile or give any hints to who it might be, because while I showed the last one because I feel like it provided context needed to tell the story, that could be said about this one too. But if y'all were to go and bother that other guy, I would feel not as bad as if you went to bother this guy, and you're gonna see why in a minute. So I get into this CSGO game. I'm playing with one of my buddies, so 3 randoms, and 2 of them, we just instantly all hit it off. I mean, we're just powwowing, acting dumb, we're playing Nuke, we're just having fun. It was such a fun CSGO game. We noticed that one of our teammates, whenever we decide to go somewhere, won't come with us. The one guy unaccounted for that isn't talking. And we keep having these situations where, let's say we're T-side on Nuke and we're like, let's take ramp, rush ramp. We'll all like, be on B, and we're like, this guy's outside. What's going on? And it keeps happening. And then other examples of, you die from behind and you're like, he's up on Marshmallow. This guy will just ignore you. He won't turn around. He'll just get shot in the back and die. And we're all so confused. And then I go to his Steam profile. This man is deaf. He has laid it out on his Steam profile very nicely. I am deaf. And it blew my mind. No flame, of course. How do you play this game and not hear? It just opened my eyes to there are people out there playing this game that can't hear. And that's crazy to me. And I can't state enough, I'm not flaming them. It's just actual amazement. Can you imagine playing CSGO with no audio? It would be so hard. Then after this point of the game, I start telling him all this stuff via text chat, above you, behind you, whatever, and he starts listening. We figured it out. I mean, we won the game, but the rest of the game, I told everyone, if you need to tell him something, type it in chat, and he was the perfect teammate. It was crazy to me, and I can't stress enough, I'm not flaming anyone. I enjoyed this game so much, but it just really opened my eyes to there are people playing this game that genuinely can't hear a sound, and that the fact that someone like him who is deaf, and there's different levels to being deaf, he can hear some stuff, he can hear nothing at all. It is incredibly impressive to me in a game that requires so much listening, that this guy is playing at my level. Not saying I'm great, but I can hear, and this guy's in the game with me just tearing it up. I think that's incredibly cool.